If you're a black person or any of these weirdos who are okay with these 50-plus-year-old white women with orange, purple, green, magenta, zebra striped hair making fantasy corn stories as game concepts, I need you to pay attention. Come here, look at me. Grab a katana and commit seppuku immediately, all the way through. We don't want you here. They not like us. Yup, it's the Chief, and somebody said, hey, look, Chief, we hear your game videos and concepts. What do you think about Yasuke? Or, if possible, could you fix the Assassin's Creed Shadows story? And I looked up at them, in-person conversation, and I said, yeah, give me like 8 minutes. And then, without me even looking at my phone or my notepad, I said, you know what, let me do this off the top of my dome. Let's do it naturally, right? Yasuke, the black samurai of Japan who literally just held umbrellas, did party tricks, and was looked at as a joke or jester rather than an actual war legend. In fact, did he even go to war? Did he fight anybody? Is there like a passage of any scripture where he actually was going crazy John Wick on anybody? If you know the true history of Yasuke, you would know that the story of him is mostly made up because all that was written about him was 2 sentences. Dos, just 2 in history, and people have made up all this fanfic of him off of 2 sentences. I kid you not. When you actually look deeper into his story, you're like, these people just wanted to make a black samurai in Japan. It happened, but the stories are so BS that as a person of color, it literally pisses me off. I'm not a joke to you. I'm not a novelty to you. I'm not a toy. Tell what really happened, and we will. But this time, I'm gonna remix it, you know? Remix, baby. We're gonna remix it, okay? Into an actual property that would sell a lot of money and would actually take in a complete dump on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Let's do it. Now, going back to the fight thing, I'm pretty sure he lost the fight then surrendered and also refused to sacrifice his life as a retainer, which people want to argue that's a samurai. Okay, well, because he gave up his samurai code. He didn't commit one of the main things you do. He was disgraced. He lived in disgrace and dishonor after that. It didn't matter if he was a legend because he was black. He was like, at the end of the day, he really was a black man. Imagine you go to Japan, you can't even speak Japanese, and you're sitting there like, you know what? I don't want to cut my stomach open. I'm a black man. I'm 6'5". I'm here to clap Japanese girls' cheeks and enjoy my life. I don't want to fight nobody. That is literally what happened. And to be honest, most people do the same thing. If you're Mexican and like, let's say you came to America, you brought over America, you're like, I don't know. I'm not doing that. I'm not shooting nobody. I'm here to have fun and eat food. Relax, bro. So if you haven't figured out by now, I absolutely hate this character because when I found out that it was pretty much all fake and made up stories, it was like figuring out Santa Claus wasn't real. It's like, wait a minute, he never was a warrior. He didn't even really fight nobody. He was eating chips in the house, chilling at house parties. And then when he did get in a fight, he was like, I don't want no smoke. Y'all don't realize the anger in my soul, all right? It pissed me off this very day. Now, if you're one of these weirdo black folk who is obsessed with him or the Japanese or black story, politely hand me your black card and no, you're not getting it back. It's over. Now that that's out of the way, let's fix this trash character and rewrite the history in 8 minutes or less. Starting off with, Yasuke wasn't brought over as a grown man, but he was found as a young child on the shores of Japan. A younger man around 28 years old found him and took him under his wing. Not in a weirdo way. We're not on Drake's timing. We don't do that, okay? We're not doing that. Yasuke was being kidnapped from his family and escaped from a ship overboard, almost drowning. The man is a samurai himself and decides he will raise him as his own. He hides Yasuke due to him obviously being a foreigner, learn the ways of the sword. Something magnificent happens. Yasuke has a natural ability to fight, but stranger is the way he holds the katana in a rebellious way or manner. He holds it backwards and with one hand. Think Starkiller from The Force Unleashed. Pretty dope. His father and teacher was shocked at what he saw, especially since it worked. Everything about Yasuke had style and a certain uniqueness. Basically swag. He learned to speak Japanese fluently and even became one with the people. As he became older, around 17, something tragic happened. Due to the current reign, the most gifted samurai were sought out to join Nobunaga at the temple or the emperor's cabin, or, you know, the castle, whatever. Those who refused mysteriously disappeared. Yasuke's father was called and he rose to the occasion. After the meeting, he refused due to the cruel ways of the emperor. Also, the emperor wanted the black blade that he carries on him alongside his main katana but never unsheathed. Yasuke's father decided to make his way back home, only to be attacked by elite samurai parading as bandits. The father fought his best but was cut down, only for Yasuke to see his lifeless body bleeding out, cut to pieces. The black katana was reaching out to him, the very same one that he was told countless times to never touch, as it is an embodiment of the darkness and will awaken the demon in anyone who dares possess it. Yasuke, full of rage and need for revenge, grabs the blade as he unsheaths it, seeing red eyes glowing from its metal. But, twist of events, it could not possess him. In fact, it embraced his need for revenge and fed into it. Yasuke, only at the age of 17, learned from his now deceased father, grew up slaying the samurai of Nobunaga in this period and using abilities that many would call demonic, witchcraft, or magical. At the age of 28, Yasuke, accompanied by a black wolf pack and his own crew of rebellious samurai who all want to take down Nobunaga, turns his sights back on the emperor, vowing to have his head. Yasuke was now the samurai of the shadows. If you ran into him, it was your last day on this earth. He could slice you while barely unsheathing his pure black katana and was a legend to be feared. The Black Samurai and the Demon of the Night. This could be a movie or game series. Choose your pick. Maybe potential to be an anime or manga series. I mean, did you guys see the anime they made for Yasuke already? Robots, weirdos, weird sci-fi stuff. Come on. Let somebody like me do it and watch it make billions of dollars. Come on. I'll make a whole movie series out of this and it'll be fire. Let's do it. Show me the money. All right. The clothing would not be heavy armor, more like some light drapery akin to Bleach style Shinigami, but more stylish. Bunkai, you feel me? He has a big ripped scarf covering his mouth and wears all black. Light heavyweight samurai armor, but you get my vision. This might be more than 8 minutes, but yeah, this was off the dome, as you can tell. I have to seriously think about career and concepts because like people keep hitting me up. I'm getting stuff from, you know, mainstream people, even these guys who are like talking about we want to have diversity in games. They are losing money and they're like, hey, this guy Chief is his ideas are sounding pretty cool. We should hit him up, you know? There's your true black samurai who actually is a menace, and no, he doesn't have the stereotypical biased, and also I would call it the R word, you know, buzz cut dreads that everybody in Star Wars they mama got that nobody actually has in real life. Nobody has that hairstyle. Stop doing it. Stop giving these 35 plus white women these jobs who keep making black people the same. It doesn't make sense, okay? Also, this obviously isn't a one-for-one in history. That's the point, you know? I've even shared this idea with my genuine Japanese friends and folk who legitimately love this idea. They don't hate it. This is actually pretty cool. Even had my close shonen mangaka friend Fujioda create concept art, and it was popping. And surprisingly enough, not one bigot was awakened in the process. Look, I'm gonna start charging y'all 50 to 100K up front because I'm already the apex of whatever this is. Holla at me. Chiefs out. Adios. Wiedersehen. Au revoir.
Out of here, I just place pussy out of my face. Money down for my case. I can't lie, life's great. I can't lie, life's great. And you know this shit been good. They know I'm from the head. But I made it out there. But I made it out the woods. Smoking on dough every day as I should. Counting on money every day as I should. Fucking on hoes every day as I should. I'm a big boss, yeah, I feel like shit. Don't care about cost, I'ma make this flood. Acting bad, baby, bitch, right on that. My nigga walked in, had a heart attack. I'm 800, I'm part of that. We gotta say, I was gonna follow back. We shoot at these niggas, no popping back. I'm hitting that trigger, I'm